Greetings and welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. I'm your host, Big Bacon. I'm sure by now you've seen the thumbnail, you've read the description, you know what's coming up. We're reviewing this. Well, let's get the driver in place. That's right, we're doing a 1/18 scale vehicle. But not just any vehicle. We're doing a Pursuit of Cobra vehicle. Now, I'm sure many of you remember that the Pursuit of Cobra line like to literally revamp everything that was coming out. So, of course, that meant taking old style vehicles that we've known and loved for years and redoing them in a modern style. This will probably give you a better idea of what it is. Line up the tab, snap that in there. Now, we've done the vamp that they released in that line, where they turned it from a 2-seat quick attack vehicle to a 4-seat massive freaking Jeep. So they did the same thing with the Cobra His Tank. They updated it, they modernized it, they made it much more, well, for lack of a better word, modern. So today we're going to be looking at the G.I. Joe Pursuit of Cobra His Tank. Now, as you can see, unlike the older His Tank, this one actually has some rubber treads, which are a slight pain in the butt to get into place. But once you do, they look great. There we go. So, there are rubber treads. The treads do function as treads, but you kind of got to get it all centered first. It keeps wanting to pop off. What am I doing wrong here? That groove isn't quite in the... We'll give it some time to settle down, because it's been a while since they've been stretched over these things. Of course. So, like the grooves on the thing, this is also grooved. You got this groove that runs along here, and a groove on the inside. So if you've got it facing the wrong way, they won't stay in place. This video is taking a lot longer than I anticipated. There we go. Now you can see it moves greatly. It stays in the track. And it is a nice little improvement over the old 25th and vintage styles design. You'll also see we have a spring mounted piece. Cables connect the lower body to the main body, and they just plug into a couple of holes. Now you can't get the thing to lock down without the main upper body in place. So, why don't we do that? That just snaps into the opening on that upper body, and then you can lower it down and snap it into place. Now, the design on this is a lot sleeker than the old boxes. We have a canopy for the driver that is not glass. I always thought that the fact they put glass canopies on the his tanks was kind of crazy. Securement chest harness for the rear, too far, for the rear compartment, which strangely enough pops into the back here and folds up. Now I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking it too. I forgot where this piece goes. You ever had one of them days, people? This is not Big Bacon's finest. We have a rear bumper that just snaps onto the back there. Let's take a look inside the canopy real quick. So it is still just the basic color of the main body. You see a slight seat in there, a few controls on the armrests, and then we have the control stick, which actually opens and closes to allow the figure to get in and out. How great is that? Yeah, I know I've never actually done a full assembly like this, describing it as we go, but we're switching it up this time. Dual blaster chin gun. Does rotate. Now we have the armaments. Now the armaments are designed with these kind of pegs where you can peg them into multiple locations. In this case, we've got a machine gun with a rotating barrel operated back here. It has an ammo belt feed. Plugs into the side there. Plug it into the top, and then there is a receptacle on the top for the ammunition. Ooh, we're getting there. And last but not least, as is common with the Pursuit of Cobra line, we have a spring launch missile system. Now the missile, I put into storage a long time ago, and I do not remember what it looks like, so digging it out would be a bit of a pain. But it also just snaps out of there on the top. Now, there are two features on this vehicle. One being a little trigger on the back here, a little switch, that if you move it, rotates the weapons in tandem. That's an okay feature. The other one being that you can go from low profile, push this gray button, and it springs up to become a elevated attack platform. It's a beautiful thing. All in all, just the look of this thing it's elegant. It's sleek. It's dusty. I need to clean this thing off. It is all the things that the original one was not. Now, does this make this better than the original one? I did forget to show you that the back here, you swing it open the chest strap, and put a figure in there upside down. So when you raise them up, they're facing the correct direction. Does that make this better than the original? No. Does it make it different? Well, most definitely. But we've gone over the vehicle. Let's go over the figure now, who, like the vehicle, has been updated. We have the his tank driver. Now the head is the same as the older model. The parts of the leg, at least, are from the armored Cobra Commander. The arms are used from something else. And instead of having that molded on body armor, this is actually an overlay piece. also has harness straps. So we've got this nice crimson color with the silver visor and the black face mask. I mean, it's iconic. We all recognize it. Looks like the body's also armored, Cobra Commander. Lots of armored bits on the upper body, including this very large chest plate overlay. Does have a peg hole in the back. You can actually... I have no idea what that peg hole is for, but okay. And then the black armored boots that we've come to know have been changed. I mean, they're still armored boots, but different than the original. So, articulation. Head is on a ball joint, so you get a little bit of up and down. Great deal of tilt, though, and rotation. Arm will hinge up to 90 degrees because of this overhang piece. Will rotate all the way around. Arm comes up to just under 90, rotates at the elbow. Hand rotates but does not hinge. There is no waist ball. There is a torso cut, which allows for rotation. No real front and back, no real tilting to it. Legs will kick out pretty far, but you're fighting against the belt sitting right on top there. Nice metal T-hook up in there. Notice that classified. Metal T-hooks work better. Leg kicks forward that far, back a little bit. Double jointed knee, good deal of range there. Foot rotates quite well. It's not impeded by that cuff. Foot will hinge back that far. Once again, not too badly impeded. Forward that far, no rocker pin. Now I remember this guy came with a small submachine gun, a revolver, and a guidon. You all remember the guidon some of the Cobra Commanders have come with the big Cobra emblem and the two hanging flags. Yeah, he came with one of those, and I don't know why. He's going to stick it into the side there. I mean, it's not like he's going to have it in the cockpit with him. So, we're just going to open this thing up, move the controls. And because the controls can move, not only can you get them in there, but you can actually take the time. Yeah, I'm trying to do this around the camera. It's not fun. Actually, get his hands under the control sticks. And then just dump them back down in there. Cockpit canopy closes. And locks. And there you have it, the Pursuit of Cobra HISS tank. Trying a slightly different format for these vehicles, and this is one of the larger vehicles that I've got. So, what do you say we get it up on the shelf? And there you have it. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all next time.